Hey ghouls, Terry Krueger, the sweetest psychopath you'll ever meet, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, ghouls. Today we're going to be going over Dragula Season 3, Episode 3, which this episode is actually one of my favorites. It was the Rockstar Challenge. So I went ahead and for my look today, I kind of did the cover of Marilyn Manson's Lest We Forget, the Greatest Hits. I was going to actually do a Pete Burns look because I'm obsessed with Pete Burns, but Pete Burns is way more glamorous and not so spooky, and they had to be like scary like rock and roll stars. And I was going to kind of do like a really grungy zombie look, but I already did Rob Zombie for the Three from Hell recap of the trailer. Manson's been inspiring me since I was 6 years old, as cliche as that sounds, so I decided to do like his Greatest Hits cover. It's actually a self-portrait of him that he did with watercolors, and I was always obsessed with that. I even kind of wanted to get that tattooed but never did. I honestly wish I had like my black hairspray right now to like fill this area out, but anyways, we're not here for me, we're here for Dragula. So let's get started. Okay, so the episode right away starts with everyone walking into the workroom, and for some reason everyone wants to attack Maxi Glamour. Everyone was kind of like really pissed off that he, I guess, survived like the bottom two because no one liked his look, and they kind of kept going off the fact that the challenge from last season was Vampire Queen. But then again, Landon Sider won last episode, and he was very not feminine at all, quite the opposite actually. He came out in his really hot like mariachi outfit and everything, but like they even kind of mentioned in the show too, it's kind of like, well, you know what, it was made more based off of the performance, and Landon Sider was just amazing. Like, sorry about it, he won. But I can kind of see where they're coming from because although I love Maxi Glamour as a boy, he's so cute. His look wasn't really that up to par, but I also don't think he was the worst out of that episode. So if we remember from the last episode, Dahlia called Maxi out for like the dumbest reason ever because he was like talking shit about her or whatever. But it's like he said it kind of out loud in front of all the cameras, in front of everyone. He didn't like mumble it under his breath or say it to someone else. Like, he said it like loud enough so she heard, and she did. And I think she just wanted to like start drama to start drama. I kind of love that Hallow Eve actually kind of flipped it and called Dolly out for doing the exact same thing, but actually like talking shit behind her back instead of like Maxi, how he said it out loud. And honestly, to me, like, I could be wrong. I don't know her. I don't really care to know her. But Dahlia Black just seems very like that new like trendy little kid who like a couple years ago he was not at all like spooky or punk, but since it kind of is trendy now he's all spooky and punk, because he just comes off very like phony to me, especially because how he was so grossed out about Hallow Eve keeping her tampons in the fucking freezer with like dead roaches and shit. And I don't know if it's just me or other like traditional like punk people or whatever are grossed out by that, but I don't care. All that reminded me of was when L7 had that famous moment where she was playing on stage, reached down her pants and pulled her used tampon and threw it in the crowd. Like, I don't know, that's very punk, very grunge, and very like filthy. Like, I don't care. Like, it was funny. I would not have all actually minded if like someone I knew was keeping like a ziplocked secure bag of tampons in a freezer. I honestly really would not give a shit. I actually used to keep my pet reptiles when I was a kid. I used to have like a ton of pet snakes, and every time they would die, because I was like 6 years old, no one should have given me an animal with that much responsibility, I would get so sad that they had passed away. So I would keep their bodies in the freezer for like a couple months till finally like my mom made me get rid of them. But anyways, so yeah, they kind of call him out for that, and then her drag grandma Madeline Hatter kind of calls out Dahlia too for like talking shit about, I think, I'm not sure, from what I understand was like her past drug like use or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's like, it just seems like Dahlia's talking shit about everyone behind her back, including her own drag family, which is very sad and very shady of her. But regardless of that, let's move on. So we break into two different teams. I can honestly not remember the name of the bands that they came up with. One of them like Skag or Swag or something. Not Swag. It was like, I don't know. It was a term for something. I honestly forgot what it was. I'm sorry. I tried to write it down and I totally forgot to. But the teams were Priscilla Chambers leading with Eva Destruction, Maxi Glamour and Dahlia, and they did pretty okay. Their thing was cute, but it seemed like the whole team too was like jumping on Maxi Glamour. Like, we don't want you to do your blue face, we want you to wear pads. And honestly, when he was like, well, not every woman has that shape, so why do I have to? I kind of just feel like it helps more with your transformation from going from boy to drag, because if you don't have it as a boy, then why not have it as a woman? I like padding, I like big titties, I like cinching in my waist as hard as I can. I love the transformation. But either way, I felt that it was a little too much how they were kind of like really coming for him and like automatically like, you're gonna put us in the bottom, whatever. And then the other team was Madeline Hatter with the lead, Hallow Eve, Yovska, oh my god, where are my notes? London Cider, and Louisiana Purchase. And I was actually really rooting for that team. I thought they were going to do really, really good, and it seemed like they were. And during rehearsal, Hallow Eve came up with some shit about putting the needles through her face and then having them pull them out during the performance and licking her blood off or whatnot. Sounds cute. They even started with like a blood ritual, pricking their fingers, dropping into the candle, being very bruja, which I love. But yeah, during like the performance, I guess she was surprised that Madeline Hatter pulled the needles out too early, and instead of keeping it professional and like just continuing with the show, she fucking lost it, broke character, and walked off stage. And I'm just kind of like, really, Hallow Eve? As you're warming up to me, and I'm starting to like you fucking do some dumb shit and ruin it and annoyed me again. But so she runs off stage and she's just going on about how she doesn't have any more Spinal Tap needles, they fell on the floor and they were dirty, and blah 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 blah. Like, I was like, honestly, like, you're like, what was the whole point of running off stage? Like, yeah, they got pulled out, but that was the whole plan. And I really don't understand. She never really specified. Like, she just said, I was caught off guard. And it's kind of like, I don't know, I felt like she went over dramatic for like no reason at all. And speaking of that, like, you can't even see it anymore, but I won't say who it was because they wanted to remain private. But I had a friend today, we had these electrical needles, we cut off the ends and we're just taking them through my arm. I'm gonna go ahead and insert that clip here. So if you're like not into seeing needle play, then skip about 15 seconds ahead.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, silver shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
See, as a queen myself, I do a bunch of needle play and piercing play. Like I said before, I've had needles put through my face, my chest, my arms, my legs, and honestly, with the adrenaline rush, like, you don't really even feel shit. I staple myself all the time too, and it's like, no big deal. So at first I thought maybe like they hurt her as she pulled up the needles, but honestly, it's just a long bar you're pulling out. There's honestly nothing you could really do to hurt yourself in that way, but I think she just freaked out for who knows what reason. So then the floor show starts and we get to see everyone's looks. And first up is Hallow Eve, and once again, I loved her look. She had this like red suit on with this big choker and these giant metal balls hanging, and the way she walked on the stage, like shimming, throwing them all around, looked pretty fucking cool. She honestly reminded me of, she honestly reminded me of like an old school like Power Rangers villain, and I was obsessed with it. Like, I really, really liked it. She also looked like a member of War or something, and I thought it was pretty fucking neat. So yes, once again, I liked her look, and she's starting to warm up on me. I think I just need to give. And then Louisiana Purchase came out, and she looked like someone's mom at the rock show. No tea, no shade. I really like her as a person on the show. She just needs a little more polish on her look. Like, I just wish she would contour her face just a little more. But you know, I'm not gonna knock someone's drag. That's her drag. She just looked like little Peg Bundy in a leopard print outfit walking down that runway, doing splits, and look, it was cute. Not really, it was cute. Asuka came out kind of looking like a mess. As much as I love Asuka, oh my god, that outfit was terrible. It looked like someone tried to make a fucking Kiss outfit out of like chopped up Care Bears and childhood bed sheets. The outfit, it had potential to be good, but it just looked really, really bad. And like I said before, I like looking through all her shit, I feel like her looks are really, really good or just really bad, and the last two outfits of hers have been really, really bad. And unfortunately, spoiler alert, we won't get to see anything of hers till the reunion because this is the end of her. So sad, because honestly I was really interested in seeing what he could do, and I want to see so much more. They did have second looks. Like, I know I'm trying pulling up their looks from the runway. It was really fucking hard to get those, so I didn't get everyone's like band performance look, and I actually liked Yasuko's look. His makeup was really cute. He had like the little feather wig on, like kind of looked like very Marilyn Manson back in the day, and I liked his look. But unfortunately, they didn't, and he ended up at the bottom. After that, it was Eva Destruction. Her look was cute, basic but cute. Honestly, I mean, she did the challenge. She looked like a rock and roll girl, but there wasn't really anything too much to it. Just like a leather jacket, ripped up jeans, like bluish hair. It was cute. Then Maxi Glamour came out and kind of once again just floated in the middle. He had this like spiked shoulder piece. His makeup was nice, and it just wasn't that memorable for me. I actually have to go back and look at pictures right now to see what he wore because I forgot. And then Landon Cider comes out. I think I just have a girl crush on Landon Cider. Came out looking very fucking Rob Zombie-ish, and I lived with his fucking like little guitar shooting sparks, like rolling it and shit. I was really obsessed with that look. I thought he looked so fucking cool. Gave me very Rob Zombie, and I fucking love that. He looked really cool. He kind of reminded me of like old school like Dragula Rob Zombie. Dragula. And then Dahlia Black came out, and she kind of looked like a mixture of like Gore and Marilyn Manson. Like, I liked her makeup; it was cute. Like the shoulder pieces were cute, but once again, she just kind of like threw an accessory on top of like really nothing, and it just kind of fell flat for me. Like I wasn't really like too impressed. Like it was okay, but whatever. And then Madeline Hatter came out again in like the same outfit she's worn every episode: a black jumpsuit, big red hair. Next, Chambers. I actually didn't like her look at all this episode. That hair just didn't do it for me. I think she also just wore like an all black jumpsuit thing. I honestly can't remember. And the Boulay Brothers had a really cute look this episode. It was kind of all red. I love the fucking giant shoulder pads and that like headpiece with the giant teeth coming out, looking really fucking cute. And the guest judges were like, oh my god, two of my favorite people. One of them was Peaches Christ, and if you don't know who she is, she's a fucking legend. She's like a drag queen, like director, like horror, like just amazing person. It's a really funny film called All About Evil. It's about this girl who's like running a movie theater, and it's kind of just going downhill, and she, for some reason, I don't remember, it's been a long time since I've seen the movie, she kills someone and it's caught on film, and she accidentally uploads it to the screen, and everyone in the theater watches it, and she gets so scared that she's gonna get caught, but people think it was actually staged and like fake. So what she starts doing is filming all these murders and showing them in the big screen, and people become really obsessed with them, and it gets a big cult following. I don't want to ruin any more of the movie for you, so I think you should definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. I really, really like that movie. It's pretty fucking. And then the second judge was the very handsome and sexy Henry Rollins. Oh my god. He was the singer for Black Flag, if you didn't know. And he's also an actor. I remember seeing him in Wrong Turn 2. Love that movie. Actually, Wrong Turn 1 and 2 are the only ones I like. The sequels from like 3 to like, 18? They were shit. But the first two are pretty good. And I just love looking at him. He's such a stud. So Eva Destruction wins. Actually liked her band performance look more than her runway look. Eva Destruction to me kind of looked like a Blood on the Dance Floor member with her makeup for the stage, but it was still pretty cute. I liked it a lot. And they did pretty good show. Like they were like, they're still doing drag moves even though it was like a rock band challenge. Like, I love the part where she picked up Maxine and was like spinning her around upside down, and then she does like this high kick death drop at the end. It was fierce. They deserve the win because. And the bottom three are Madeline Hatter, Hollow Eve, and unfortunately Yasuka, which I found kind of weird. Like, I get they hated her outfit, but the whole reason they were in the bottom and like lost the challenge was because of fucking Hollow Eve fucking up and like Madeline Hatter pulling out the needles too early, which I don't really think it was her fault more than it was Hollow Eve's, because she could have just stayed in character and she didn't. But anyways, once again, the challenge this episode was like, it was cool. It wasn't too cringy. I would just be like, okay, like whatever. They had to get a tattoo, and everyone had to pick each other's tattoo, and they couldn't know what it was till the very end. And I was like, okay, like still, like it's not that cringy. I would have just put it somewhere where no one would ever see it in case I hated it. I honestly would not have cared. I would have just probably like fucking Hallow Eve put it on her armpit. I would have put it here, fucking my lower back, where somewhere I wouldn't even see it. So like that challenge again, I was kind of like, yeah, just do it, whatever. I don't give a fuck. They'll get like past members tattooed on them, and it's funny because Yasuko gets a Bora tattooed on her, and she seems like not that big of a fan of Bora. So I was like, what's the tea there? And she has her little saying like, I'm a creep. And then they picked bitch pudding to be tattooed on Halloween Eve, which it was totally fine because I love bitch pudding. I'm so happy she won last season. And then Madeline Hatter got James Majesty tattooed on him, and it said, and had a little quote, I didn't fuck my brother, he fucked me. So if you don't know the story about that, before Dragula season 2 even happened, James Majesty was on, and like there's this big whole controversy thing around her because she like had sex with her brother on camera, and it's like up there somewhere. I've never seen it. I don't care to see it, but apparently that's a thing, and that was like part of her tattoo, which I thought was funny. And honestly, like I wouldn't have wanted those words tattooed on me, so I would have totally put it somewhere no one would ever see. I actually really wanted Madeline Hatter to go home this episode because, like I said, she looks the same every episode. She's really not bringing anything new. She's really not doing anything different or evolving. I know we're in episode 3, but there hasn't really been a growth or anything else to show that she's like trying. Hallow Eve, as much as like I don't really fuck with her personality, I really appreciate her as an artist and really love her looks and like her performance style, except for the breaking character. But I want to see more of what she could do, and with Yaska too, I really want to see what more he could do. Unfortunately, Yaska got the axe to the head today. So yes, she was the 3rd one to be exterminated this season, and I'm so sad to see her go. Maybe they'll do a twist and like bring someone back from the dead, but who knows? I don't think Dragula will go down that road. Maybe, we never know. We still have a lot more to see. But anyways, are you guys watching Dragula? Like I said, it's on Amazon Prime, and I know people were having trouble before. You have to search the Boulay Brothers Dragula for it to pop up. But if you're watching it, who's your favorite? Who's your least favorite? What's your favorite part of the season so far? Let me know. I'm really curious to know because I'm really loving the show. Me and my friends are really loving the show. I even got another friend of mine who doesn't even watch anything drag related. She's just heard me and my friends talk about it. It got her really interested, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna check it out now. So she's now watching it, and she's really into it. So if you haven't watched Dragula, I really suggest checking it out. All 3 seasons are available on Amazon Prime, not sponsored. I'm just telling you to go check out a really cool fucking show. But anyways, with that, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe. If you want to hang out with me in between uploads, you can follow me on Instagram. That's Tara_Krueger. I'll leave it down in the link below. But until the next time, I'll see you ghouls later.